Hello and welcome to my channel. My husband asked me yesterday, what do you want to do tomorrow for dinner? And I had no idea. It is my birthday weekend and we were thinking about maybe going out to a restaurant to eat. But today, all of a sudden, I get this craving for chicken breast with sun-dried tomatoes and spinach. And I can't get it out of my head. So today, instead of going out to a restaurant, I'm going to make chicken breast with sun-dried tomatoes and spinach. I hope you like it. Thank you for watching. Sun-dried tomato chicken breast. I need olive oil, sun-dried tomatoes, basil pesto, and if you don't have it, you can skip it. Either mozzarella or feta cheese, it's really your preference. Butter, onion, garlic, and spinach. And of course, chicken breast. On the side, I will also make roasted tomatoes with carrots. You probably noticed that when you have a chicken breast, one side is thinner and the other side is thicker. And what I like to do is make a cut just in the middle, and the thick side I will cut to make it thinner and spread out. I will need to beat it, of course, because I need thin slices, but this will just help me to do it faster. So just cut in the middle here and then gently, so it doesn't, you don't rip it. Okay, here we go. And now I will cover it with foil and beat it. Why do we cover? We cover because the meat, when beaten like this, can go all over the place and splash its pieces. And that means lots of cleanup. And I do like this side better because there is less chance of me making a hole in here. And I need the chicken to have a whole nice piece. Both of them are about this thin. And whole piece, I don't have any holes. So now I will only use salt and pepper. I don't need much more in here because I will have my sun-dried tomatoes and cheese and onion and garlic, and that will give it a flavor. Okay, flip it over the other side. And here we go. This is going to wait, and let's make sun-dried tomato spinach that goes inside the chicken. Beat it. I've got my exercise at home. No need to go to gym. So for that type of chicken, I like to use bigger pan with a cover. So I can cover and make sure that it will cook through because it will be a thicker piece. And with the sun-dried tomato, don't waste the oil that's in there because it has so much aroma. It will add a lot of flavor to your chicken. So use it. So I will start with the onion. I have to saute the onions first. And garlic, always put the garlic last, as garlic is very delicate, and if you burn it, then it will give the whole dish a bitter flavor. I will add my sun-dried tomatoes, and I have about 5 pieces of those sun-dried tomatoes, but I did chop it a little bit. And I have a cup of spinach. With spinach, you always need to have more because spinach does shrink with cooking, and it won't be a lot. And if you wish, you could add some fresh tomato to it, but fresh tomato will release more water, and that works wonderful when you plan to make sauce on top of the meat that you have. And this is done. So here is my chicken, and I divided it, the filling I divided in half. And this pan, as you can see, has all that sticky stuff from my spinach filling, and I won't do anything with it. I want to save it because this is flavor here for you. When you add some chicken broth to it, you will make a beautiful sauce, very, very flavor sauce. So I will cook my chicken on a different pan, and then when it's cooked, I will put it in here with that sauce. To use those toothpicks. So when you put it like this, you can just use a couple of them. Just don't forget to take them out once you eat your dinner so you don't eat it. And then you can make sure that it's not going to fall. Oil on the pan is warmed up, and now I will put my chicken in. And once there is sear on the bottom, then I will cover it. And I did cover it. It was searing for about 5 minutes, and now I will put it on the other side. My chicken is done and it has this beautiful sear. I will put it on a plate for now because I want to make sauce. So I have my pan from my filling, and I love those small boxes of chicken broth for cooking like this and making sauces. All you do is pour chicken broth on your pan, and this is deglazing. All those flavors here from the meat and spinach and sun-dried tomatoes, all of it is right here. Beautiful flavor. And this is when you need some butter to it. Basic sauce consists of butter, water, liquid or chicken broth, and I prefer chicken broth, and it's even better if you have your own chicken stock and you just freeze it. Make ice cubes with the chicken broth, and you can, each time you want to make a sauce, you take one out and you put it on your pan to melt, and it will be just a wonderful, wonderful, flavorful sauce. So now to thicken it, I will add some half-half with flour and just mix it all up. All it needs is black pepper. So simmer on low for about 4 minutes or so. You will see when it thickens, then it's done. And put your chicken in, and you have beautiful, tasty dish. Time for the potatoes. Smoking a carrot now. Time for my veggies. So my potatoes need to be covered in olive oil, and I try to cut them so they are almost the same size, so they cook evenly. And all I put on my potatoes is salt, pepper, and minced garlic. And I love rosemary on potatoes, but not everyone. So it's really up to you what spices you want to use, what you want to add to it. It's about not putting too much, so it's not overwhelming, but I like to put just a tiny bit. I love the rosemary smell. Same with garlic, minced garlic, salt and pepper, and that's enough. Carrots don't need anything. When they roast, they have this nice sweetness, just delicious. So that's it. My oven will need to be at 425, and those will be covered for about half an hour. I will take the cover off and roast them for another 10 minutes or so, so they have this nice crispiness. As I mentioned before, I live in Florida, and what I do with my peels, I use it for my garden. I have some sweet potatoes growing. So it has been half an hour. Beautiful, looking good. Another 10 minutes uncovered. And my potatoes with carrots are ready.